Now, from 41 NBC Sports, it's time for Friday Night Football scores and highlights. You're in the end zone with Bill Shanks, Tucker Sargent, and Montez Allen.
Good evening and welcome to the End Zone. I'm Bill Shanks from Sports Radio 93.1 WXKO, thesuperstations.com. Tonight on our show, we've got 7 games on the rundown with 6 in the city of Macon. We will start with the 3 Macon private schools and begin with Firstpresbyterian hosting Aquinas. Greg Moore's Vikings were off to a perfect 2-0 start coming into this game. They had scored a bunch of points the first 2 games, but not as many as Aquinas had scored in their first 3 games of the season. The Fighting Irish had averaged just under 50 points per game in the first 3 weeks. Could both teams keep up the great offense tonight? Let's go to George S. Johnson Stadium for the highlights of this game with the Vikings cheerleaders trying to rev the Vikings up. Here we go. First quarter, Fighting Irish already up 7-0 on an early touchdown. Vikings on their own 42, handoff to Matthew Hurt, gain of 7. Hurt again now, looky here, right up the gut for a gain of about 19 yards. Pretty good play from the Aquinas 36. Parker Ingram back looking and finds Hurt. Quick pass right there, getting more yards against the Fighting Irish. 4th down now, Ingram with Jordan Jones complete. First down to the 24-yard line for FPD. Now Ingram again back looking, scrambling a little bit now. Look at this pass, kind of pretty right there. Corner of the end zone, touchdown Vikings. PAT would tie the game at 7 apiece. And Aquinas try to get something going offensively, but the FPD defense was playing tough. Again, that Aquinas offense have been very, very good, but look at this defense by the Vikings right there. Vikings would get the ball back on offense now again. In Ingram to Hurt. He gets to about the 22-yard line. They switch sides, second quarter. Ingram scrambles. Watch this. He's going to throw a touchdown. How about that? Barrett Barkley, touchdown Vikings. Vikings took a 14-7 lead, and that was the score of the half. But Aquinas would come back and win it 28-27. First loss of the year for FPD. They play at Calvary Day next week. Over to Tattnall now as the Trojans hosted Deerfield-Windsor from Albany.
And let's
here we go for
the
some highlights of this game right here. Trojans on their own 42, snap to Hunter Alexander, to Duggan, and then to DeMario Wilmore. How about this? He is gone. Complete sentence, touchdown, 6 points, but a flag would bring it back. No, don't do that, but don't worry. Next play on the 41, Alexander hands it off to Wilmore again, and he's going to run it this time for a good gain there, all the way to the 18-yard line. That set up Tattnall for their first touchdown tonight. The run by number 6, Brett Brantley. He's in there for 6 points. PAT good 7-zip. Trojans down their 30. They get it back. Alexander tries to move the ball, but ends up taking a dive there. Deerfield-Windsor would recover the ball, and number 34, Grayson Darby, would head for the end zone, but a flag will bring it back for the Trojans. That's good. A few plays later, Tattnall now at the 5. Alexander with the fake out, and he's going to get it for the touchdown. How about that? PAT good 14-zip Tattnall. Second half, Tattnall on their own 32. Alexander passing it to Clay Rowland, and he's got it complete. A little bit of footwork here. He's going to get some more yards down the midfield around the 49-yard line. Next, now at the 44. Snap to number 11, Thomas Ray. He throws it to Wright Strickland. Gets down to 29. A few plays later, then 17. Ray again with a pass to Nicholas Singletary. And he dives in for the score. Good PAT. Made it 14-7 Trojans. But the Trojans run away with this one. 34-7 over the Knights. Tattnall now 3-0. Big win there. They host Savannah Country Day next Friday night. Now to Mount DeSales as the Cavs hosted Brookstone. Beautiful night for football, wasn't it? Right in the action, Brookstone on the Mount DeSales 1-yard line. Ball handed to Sam Kilgore, who takes it in. And the kick here coming up, watch this, is not good special teams at all. Bad snap, and they would attempt then to try to get 2 points. And they are running, scrambling, close but not good enough. So it's 6-0, Brookstone out on top. The Cavaliers would answer, though, pretty quickly. A few plays later, after the 6-0 score in the Brookstone 32-yard line, the ball's snapped to Jones, Akari Jones, who even fooled our cameraman. Come on, Chris. And he'll keep it a little bit, and he takes off. How about that touchdown right there? Nice run for Jones. PAT would be good, and it would make it 7-6 Cavaliers as the kick is up and good. Mount DeSales up by a single point. 7-6, told you. Now in the second quarter, ball hands off to Christian Thomas. And watch this run. Right side, nice play there, 40. near midfield, down 45-40, and great play for a first down there. Then a few plays later, ball snapped to Jones, who again fooled our cameraman. Almost missed the touchdown, Christopher, but he got it. Touchdown Cavs. PAT good again, making it 14-6 Mount DeSales. And the Cavs will win a thriller, 27-26. How about that? Mount DeSales now 2-1, and they are off next week. One more game in Macon. Rutland hosted Worth County. When we got there, it was 24-0, making the Rutland Hurricanes the tropical wave. He paid me money to keep that line in there. Here we go, third quarter now after a bad punt attempt by Worth County. Rutland has the ball, and it's handed to Jesse Phelps Jr. coming up here. And watch him go. He's going to take off for a touchdown. That gets Rutland on the board. Rutland tries for a two-point conversion here, and it would be no good as he goes down. Now a few plays later, Rutland has the ball back, down by a ton of points, 18. Ball handed to Phelps again. Deep in their own territory. Watch this run. Nice run here. And he's going to get a first down and more near midfield for Rutland and into the Worth County territory. Now a couple of plays later, Rutland knock it on the door. Ball handed off to number 6. No name here, but don't worry. He is gone for a touchdown into the end zone for 6 points there. They decide to go for 2 points. And this time the ball will find number 7, and it's going to be good for 2. That made it 24-14 Worth County, but Rams would hold on to beat Rutland 30-20. Rutland is now 0-2. They will host Ace next Friday night. Up next, Tucker Sargent will join me for 2 games in Macon, including Howard and Central and at Henderson Stadium. More on the End Zone right after this.
More highlights coming up on the End Zone. Tonight's catered meal for the End Zone crew, provided by Zaxby's. Indescribably good chicken. Indescribably great support of our community.